Hi everyone. A few weeks ago I told you that back on the 2nd of March 2019 I was violently assaulted by French CRS, which is a branch of the French police, as well as by French police officers while I was desperately trying to go from the Rond-Point des Champs-Élysées, which is on the Champs-Élysées district in the 8th arrondissement in Paris, walking down to the Carrousel du Louvre in order to go to two professional fashion trade shows where I was due to meet up with my clients and prospects. And because I said to these men wearing blue uniforms, I had no idea actually that they were French police forces, because I stay as far as I can from this type of people when I can. And so when I told them that the attitude, which was basically to verbally abuse me by calling me a bitch and connasse, so cunt, and not to answer my questions, which was how to go around your the gates and all the barricades that you've erected in relation to the Gilets jaunes, because I have to actually walk down to the Carrousel du Louvre where I'm due to see my clients. I came back from London yesterday. I'm a lawyer. I'm an avocat à la cour in Paris. And I leave most of my time in London, so I came back yesterday to go and see my fashion clients. I'm a fashion lawyer. And I couldn't take any public transports because they were all shut down, so I had to actually walk down. But the problem is that they had put up some barricades and barriers, which all along the Champs-Élysées, which meant it was impossible to go down to the Louvre. So and the Carrousel du Louvre. So I asked them, how can I go around? And instead, I received a barricade of basically, as I said, swear words, and orders from the officers who were there not to answer my questions. And I said to them, I think your attitude is appalling, and it is an extremely poor reflection of France that you are giving to all third parties, and in particular to those tourists who are around us. It gives a dreadful image of France. And then one of them jumped on me on the order of one of his basically officers, dragged me for 10 meters while I was trying desperately to anchor myself with my right hand on a pole which was there. So he dragged me, hurt my right hand because he forcefully detached it from the pole I was attached to. He dragged me behind those gates that are desperately barricades that I desperately wanted to go around, and then put me basically close to a white van, and I had like 10-15 police officers around me, like men wearing blue uniforms around me, and for around 15 minutes to 30 minutes I was trying to basically take my freedom to move, and so that I would walk down to the Louvre, and every time they were violently pushing me back against the van, just giving me sort of whiplash sensation every time. And then one of them said, venez madame, vous allez pouvoir déposer plainte, because I was saying I'm going to press charges, criminal charges. You've assaulted me physically, you've assaulted me, you've abused me verbally. I am going to press charges. And they said, venez madame, come over here madam, you are going to be able to actually file a criminal report. And so they drove me to another white van, on which I climbed. And as soon as I climbed in, they took violently, one of the French police officers violently took my iPhone 8, with which I was actually filming the whole scene. So I have lots of basically pictures showing them, showing these officers just surrounding me, pushing me back. It didn't come out as a film. I wasn't really used to filming back then in 2019, so it's just a sequence of 200 pictures of these officers, one very shortly taken shortly one after the other of these officers. And so basically, as I was saying, as soon as I climbed a foot on this white van this French policeman, this I could see because he was wearing an inside tag here saying police, violently took my iPhone from my hand. He said, yeah, new rules apply now that you've stepped a foot on the van. He very again hurt my right hand. For 6 months after this assault, I was unable to actually do anything with my right hand, like carry a bag, open a bag, carry anything in my right hand, impossible. And then I was brought to a police station, and then I was told that no, actually I wasn't there to press charges against these men wearing blue uniforms, but instead I was placed on police custody. I mean, hello, you know, just a Kafkaesque situation, like happened so many times in France. And it is the patriarchat, yes, it is the patriarchat, the patriarchy, which is again trying to have the upper hand in France, using violence, using stupidity, you know, feeling and thinking with their balls. I mean, anyway, it's just dreadful. And so I had to stay, as I said, in police custody for 2 days up until 7 p.m. on Sunday, the 3rd of March 2019. The following, I went home, took a shower, put everything into the wash because it was disgusting, and I was charged basically for assault of police officers. I mean, hello, this is like a single woman assaulting like 15 officers. I mean, this is just so fucking ridiculous. And this is what they do on a usual basis, these French police officers, to justify the use of abusive force and strength and violence against citizens like myself. They couldn't misunderstand me for a gilet jaune, yellow vest, because I told them so from the outset. I'm a lawyer. So anyway, of course, on the Monday, the 4th of March 2019, immediately I went to the commissariat police, or the police station closest to where the assault took place, and the 8th arrondissement, and I pressed charges. The police officers there, initially they didn't want to take my my police report, but I forced them. I forced them to take my police report for violence en réunion, so violence committed by several people, which caused a temporary impossibility of work. And then after I filed this police report on the Monday the 4th, on Tuesday the 5th of March 2019, I went to the Unité médico-judiciaire, UMJ, on the Place, which is very close to Notre Dame, the Notre Dame site, Notre Dame of Paris, the cathedral. And so in the UMJ, a doctor basically diagnosed me with 3 days of incapacité temporaire de travail, ITT, which is quite a lot. Okay, so this is directly due to the assault that I physically suffered at the hands of these crazy French police officers and CRS forces. Now, 2 years down the line, and where do we stand? We stand that there was a court audience, there was a court hearing on the 19th of May 2021, and in relation to the allegations of assault that the police officers pressed against me. And what did your judge do? Although I sent him all the evidence I had, and which is quite a lot of evidence, because as you can see, I've really backed myself up by, you know, saving all the pictures that I took, and during that day of the assault, sending him the medical certificate as well of the 3 days of ITT, sending him, you know, all the information about the fact that I was there just to go to work, etc., etc. And what happened? Well, I get sentenced, of course. This system is so rigged, and is so basically, it's just rotten to the core. The system is rotten to the core, because not only the French police are basically using an abusive making abusive use of force, but the judiciary is actually encouraging them to keep on going. So 2 years down the line, I get sentenced for me assaulting these crazy bastards of of French police officers and French CRS. So of course I'm going to appeal. Of course I'm also going to file a complaint against this crazy judge because he didn't respect. He basically did completely set aside all the evidence and statement of defense that I sent to him. He just set it aside. He completely ignored it, and just took the statement of the police officers and gave them exactly what it is they were asking for in terms of damages, in terms of sentencing me for assault. Crazy. Crazy. This system is just crazy. So of course I'm going to appeal this court hearing and decision, which I should receive in around 2 months. I'm going to also file a complaint against the lawyer of this French police forces. His name is Jérôme André, who, frankly, how can you actually defend some bastards like this? I mean, you know, the karma this fellow lawyer is building for himself. I mean, I know everyone has got the right to a defense, but in this case, I mean, frankly, Jérôme André, you should be ashamed of yourself. So I'm going also to file a complaint against him because he never sent me a statement. He never even mentioned that you had been instructed by these French police officers in relation to their claim. You know, this was 2 years ago. He never mentioned that. I received his statement 1 day before the court hearing on the 19th of May 2021. So this system is fucked. The system is fucked. Macron has actually created a system of fear, patriarchy, where you've got some young guns and young guys who are actually creating chaos and acting in a completely cowboy way, not respecting any rules, making way abuses of use of force in a manner which is unacceptable. And what do you have? Even the judiciary is saying, yeah, good guys, keep on going. This is unacceptable. I am ashamed of France. I am ashamed of this system. I am ashamed. So this is my statement for today, and I will keep you updated on all this. Bye for now.